Hi, my name is Karl. I manage a team called Shake It Goff, #PT, in the Inglorious Staffers League. Apologies in advance if my presenting skills are not yet as professional as the legendary Scott Hanson. The team name is a riff on Jared Goff's name and the Taylor Swift song Shake It Off. I changed it this year and it's a tribute to fellow league member Matt Nortier. On one of our trips to a London NFL game, Matt must have gone to Lure about 5 times a day, and each time he did, he played Shake It Off and called it poo time, hence the #PT. As you can see from my shirt, I'm a Patriots fan, and I'll give you a moment's silence to get your booze in. Everyone I meet seems to hate them, no idea why though. I chose the Patriots for the simple fact that they had England in their name, and that is the country I am from. My first experience of the NFL was in the early to mid-90s, playing Madden football on the Mega Drive and watching highlights on Channel 4. I was still a young kid and didn't understand the rules fully, but found it very enthralling. I started to really get into it in the 2000s. The first Super Bowl I stayed up for was the 2002 one, which Tampa Bay won. From memory, it was the first one I remember Sky Sports really hyping up and showing coverage on Sky Sports News. The following season I started to watch the odd games on Sunday. Then the more I understood the rules, the more games I would watch. And by the mid-2000s was completely hooked, and my Sundays from 6 PM are reserved for the NFL. I've been doing fantasy football for about the last 6 seasons. The reason I started is myself, Tom and Matt Nortier used to have a side bet each year for our Premier League predictions we did at work. Whoever got the most points at the end of the season won. One year I suggested doing NFL fantasy, and we included another player, so it was a 4-person league, which I won. Obviously, a 4-person league was fairly easy to get good players, so we expanded the next season to 8. Matt Mutton then suggested the Dynasty League, and I have done that for what is now the 4th season alongside a redraft league. Other interests of mine include watching football, soccer for all you Americans, including doing the Fantasy Premier League. I'm a season ticket holder for my local team, Stockport County, and also go to a few away games each year too. I also enjoy watching many other sports, as well as playing video games, watching movies and reading comic books. You may be able to see in the background some figures which are collectibles from my toys, collectibles or toys from my interests, which also include some NFL merch. My favourite time in the NFL is actually the Thanksgiving games. With it being in November, it falls very close to my birthday, so I go out every year for some food, beer, and watching the games with friends, with quite a few of them being in this league. Now to talk about my fantasy team, although I would rather not. Ever since starting this league, I've been cursed in the running back position. I always seem to get a player who's on IR for the season, and when they come back, don't seem to get back into the team. The latest example being Marlon Mack. If it wasn't for my Murray-Hopkins combo at the moment, I'll be struggling for points. I also have Karl Johns and OBJ, so relatively happy with my wide receivers, with some decent backups. The first 2 seasons, I made it to the playoffs, but lost at the first knockout stage. But last year made it all the way to the final of the Toilet Bowl, which is reserved for the worst players. Luckily I won, so I was not quite given that tarnish. I don't think my team is good enough to make the playoffs unless my running backs start to play, or the ones that do play better. That's it from me. If anyone actually watches this video and sees me out and about, either watching the NFL or at one of the London games, come and say hi, and you can talk ball. Bye.